music, it's time for me to come to you as real as anyone can be, man. There are not going to be any flash cans, no flashy player things, no dressing room, locker room talk. I'm coming in you here as real as I've ever been, and you might be shocked. So I'm warning you that this might be one of the most realist. This might be one of the most realist pre-match analysis that you've ever seen in your life. So buckle up and just be calm. I admit, I blamed. Yes, Lampard was to blame as well and so forth. But I needed to pin the blame on a particular individual. And for me, my mind just went to this dude. I blamed him. And ever since then, because before this game, I was like, oh my God, this, that, blah, blah. I was screaming his name. But in the anger, the disappointment, the embarrassment of what happened at Stamford Bridge at the hands of Bayern Munich, I needed a player to blame. People may say this is harsh, people may say that it's unfair, but I had to do it. And I did it. I blamed Mount. There were several other players did it badly as well. And people have said that, wait a minute, he's a young guy, he's only 21. I don't give a damn. I have to blame someone. And in my anger, in my emotional anger and disappointment at Chelsea getting lubricated and grip, I don't put the blame on someone. I put the blame on your boy, man. I put the blame on mine. So, ever since then, people may say I've had a little bit of a chip on my shoulder. He's been a target of mine. Because anytime I see him, I remember what happened at Stamford Bridge. I remember the beating, and I remember just how completely, totally out of his depth he was at that stage. So I thought that, oh my gosh, I thought you were perhaps this young Madrid player who could buckle up with the best at the elite level. And you went the other one, but I know it may sound harsh, but it is what it is, because I'm being honest here. Guys, this is honesty. I thought this is going to be the realest pretty much analysis you've ever seen in life. It's going to be realist. So for me to be real, it's not for you to say it's unfair, it's wrong. It's just what I did. I did it. I admit I did it. Whether it's right or wrong, doesn't matter. I did it. So ever since then, I've had issues with this dude. Because I say, no, I blame you. I blame you for what happened. You're partly to blame for what happened over there. You're partly to blame out of Chelsea's failure. Because that seal was Chelsea. I believed it. I believe that seal was Chelsea's, man. But it is what it is. That's in the past. And as any wise man would say, leave the past in the past. Focus on the present. Build for the future. When this draw was first made, let's start there. When this draw was first made, I was like, no way. Because Homeboy was in charge. Under Frank Homeboy, doesn't matter what Atletico this guy's face, it's a loss, it's an L. And guys, people just say that, why are you so obsessed with the Champions League? Why are you so obsessed with the CL? What about the Premier League? What about the FA Cup? What about top four? Do you know why I have so much respect for Real Madrid? Do you know why I have such reverence to them? Do you know why I keep on calling them the biggest club in the world? It's because of the amounts of European titles they have. Nobody cares about your La Ligas. Nobody cares about your Premier Leagues. I talk big talk. I don't talk little talk. I talk big boy talk. I ain't on that Jiminy Cricket. I'm on that Godzilla type thing, okay? I'm on that, you be King Kong, I'm Godzilla, all right? I'm on that Godzilla type of time. And when we talk Godzilla, we talk seals. We talk seals, same seal fans say, how I speak fluent seal. I speak fluent seal. So it's all about the big boy crew. That's why every single year, I'm hyped. So every single year, I'm hyped. Because I try and give you the best coverage. Because this means everything to me. This is the big boy. Ever since 1995, when I saw Ajax lift up this trophy, I was in love. It was love at first sight. Love at first sight. Ever since 1995, I have tuned into every single seal. Okay? I love this trophy because this competition is the precipice and pinnacle of club excellence. So when you win it, you're that dude. That's why 2012 is so huge. 2012 is so huge. It's massive. But I'm greedy. Basically, they call me HG. I've changed. I'll go in union right now. Guys, trust me. I've changed. Ever since I've changed, I've gone in union right now. So it's called HG. Have greed. Have greed. So I'm greedy. I mean, I want more sales. I want more sales. Because that's what will define Chelsea. So when people say, oh, what's the biggest club in London? I don't hear that. United, you've got a few sales. Liverpool, man, it is what it is. You've got six of those bad boys. Stanley Chelsea transferable, so well, actually, technically 2 Champions Leagues. So only one behind. So one technically because European Cup, Champions League, all that kind of stuff. So it's big. And every single season, I have this hope. This hope. I told you, I'm HG, but when I was HH, I had hope that Chelsea can win the seal. But now I'm HG. I have greed. So have greed. I can't deal with excuses. So when this draw was made and Frank Comba was manager, I was like, damn it. That's why I almost broke the freaking TV. Because I was like, again? Frank Comba ain't going to beat Simeone. Simeone is going to baptize, lubricate, and reincarnate your boy Frank Homeboy. Say, this is a lost cause. I'm not saying Tuchel is going to change this result. I'm not. Guys, I'm real. I'm a regular guy. I'm a regular man. I eat breakfast. Well, I try to eat breakfast. I have two, because I've got 2 meals a day. I have breakfast and I have like a main meal. You know? What's it called? I normally go for this kind of like milk, cereal, something, like a nice meal, like pasta, fish, all that kind of stuff. I'm trying to stay healthy. Guys, I'm trying to exercise more. I'm trying to run more. So guys, I'm very normal right now. So Tuchel being manager, it's about living. It's about living. So him being manager, it doesn't equate or result or equal to, oh my gosh, things have changed. No. It doesn't equate to that. Heck no. Hell no. But what this is represents hope. Let's start there. Hope. That's all it's about. It's about hope. But not about Chelsea. Let's talk about Atletico Madrid right now. Because guys, this is, you know now I'm a complicated Chelsea fan. But last I checked, it's not called the half of Chelsea. It's called the half football hut. Lost coach, we dying. Lost coach, we dying. Go to Needles, dying. So here's my thing. Easy. So Atletico has against that. How did they lose to Red Bull Leipzig? How did they lose to Red Bull Leipzig? How was it possible for them to take that out? How on earth did they lose to a Red Bull Leipzig team that without Timo Werner? And with that loss, the narrative continued. 2014 was the best chance. 2014 was the best chance. They will never win it. They will always come up short. But this season, this Atletico team have looked formidable, you know. And I think that you've seen Simeone greatly appreciate João Felix more. Cannibal Suarez, that was a stroke of genius. The acquisition of Dembele. Llorente, he's moving up in estimation right now. Carrasco, he's even raising up his level as well. Jimenez has now taken control of that defense as well. Lodi is forming as a great football back. But let's keep it real. Atletico coming into this first leg, it ain't ideal. I watched that. I watched most of the first half of the Atletico game against, I think it was Levante, because Morales getting that sheet. Whether they had chances or not, the key thing was this. They are badly missing Trippier. They will badly miss Trippier. They're badly missing Carrasco and they're badly missing. So I believe Carrasco and Trippier will both be missing for that first leg. And those guys are huge. Carrasco's not been employed as like a wing back to great effect. He was the guy that scored the winning goal against Barcelona. And Trippier, the guy has been a quality acquisition. But let's go that they got from Tottenham. So those are guys that definitely will weaken Atletico. But even with that, we have to keep it real. Atletico are the favourites in this game. You know, it's been a long time since Chelsea have made the Champions League final. And Atletico will say to themselves that, you know what, we have to right our wrongs. But then here's my thing. So I'm thinking about this. That's why I had to do this thing, because I've been thinking about this tie for a very long time. Because I'm coming at this from a very psychological point of view. So my thing is this: Atletico right now dropping points in La Liga. If they have to choose, it's COVID, fixture congestion, not a lot of rest time between games. So if you're Atletico, are you like, you know what? Let's take a step back and so basically, let's take a step back. Let's focus on La Liga. Will their focus be on La Liga, or will it be on the CL? Those are the things. Will it be on La Liga or the CL? These are two key things. Because can they potentially focus on both? Guys, it's real. Because I'm thinking hard. I'm thinking hard. Because something tells me, and I may be wrong, guys. I'm guessing, because I've been thinking about this thing for days. I'm saying to myself now, are Atletico maybe saying, no, we have to focus on La Liga? And are they maybe putting that above as a priority over the Champions League? How much do they value the Champions League? Do they value the Champions League as much as La Liga or more? I don't know. But the fact remains is that they're still a very well-coached team. They're still a very well-managed team. And they will feel that when you look at the field, that's the key thing. When you look at the field, Atletico have to say to themselves that Real Madrid on a decline. Well, not a decline, but Real Madrid, Barcelona on a decline. PSG have only made one CL final. Bayern, Frankfurt said what's up to them. Liverpool struggling in their leagues as well. Okay, there's Man City, but we know how many times they flop. I just think there isn't an unbeatable team out there. There isn't a team to be fearful of. So they'll say that, no, we've got a great chance. We've got a great opportunity to try and do something in this. So I'll just look at this thing from a tactical point of view, because I've been thinking about this for a long time. And here's my fear. This is my fear. Tactically speaking, I think this plays perfectly into Atletico's hands. What have Chelsea done under Tuchel? 70, minimum 70% per possession, keeping hold of the ball. That is what Atletico wants. That is what they want. Because they're a counterpunch team. You see, against the Levante, they've got to be the aggressor. They've got to hold on to the ball, and Levante now counterpunch. What Atletico and Simeone wants is, by all means, have the ball. Take the ball. Enjoy your possession. Do all these pretty passes all around. Because as you do it, you'll encroach. You'll go higher and higher and higher. And there'll be that false sense of superiority that you'll have. Then when you least expect it, when you fall asleep, when you have a lapse in concentration, pounce. Oh my gosh, they have the players to pounce. Cannibal, we know what he can do. Despite his age, may not be at his peak, he still has those skills to either score or to create things. And when you give him the ball to his feet, he can still do something. João Felix, we know this guy's skill. So this game is tailor-made for Atletico. Because see, against Leipzig, they were the superior team. And they were the aggressor who expected to go ahead and force the issue onto Red Bull Leipzig. So that sort of confused them. But I'm looking at this right now, and it now gives him back to Tuchel. You got to think about this. You got to think about, because we have it's two legs, and I don't know. Let's just assume that the rules are still the same, away goals and everything. You're not there to win this game. You're there to get an away goal, because this is how two legs work. Get an away goal, you build from there. That's how it originates. So try and get as many away goals as you can, minimum one away goal. Try and keep it to a 1-goal deficit. Max 2, but try and keep it to a 1-goal deficit. A 4-1, 5-2 makes things very tricky. A 2-1, a 3-2, that is something to build upon. So for Chelsea, that has to be their mindset. But they've got to be very careful because the possession tactic, the three at the back, the Jovacic keeping possession, lots of passes and so forth. I visualize a situation where Atletico will be like, fine, you know how to break us down. Because what has me worried is Chelsea had difficulties breaking Southampton down. Let's go like, we're better defensively than Southampton. So you can pass the ball all around us and everything. Cool. When we pounce. And here's the danger again. This Chelsea defense have not really been tested. They've not been tested. They've not faced a striker as good as Cannibal Suarez, even in 2021. In 2021, Cannibal Suarez is better than the strikers that Chelsea have faced. They've not faced somebody with the kind of abilities of a João Felix. And in terms of a team structure, both defensively balanced and how they operate, this is a massive level up. Hence why it's called the freaking CL. It's called the freaking CL. I began with Mount. Here's the thing. Shout out to Callum Keith, by the way. Mount has been probably Chelsea's best performer so far. And I say that's a problem. I say, why is that a problem? Why can't it be happening that an academy player is their best player? First of all, F them kids. I don't give a crap about academy players. All I care about are winning. If academy players will help me win, great. If they're just there to develop, I don't give a crap. I'm here to win. So my thing is this. Is the problem he's the best player? Because he is only so good. We're not talking about Ansu Fati here. We're not talking about Jadon Sancho. We're not talking about Mbappe. We're not talking about Erling Haaland, where despite their age, them being the best player means your team will probably win because they are that much of a difference maker in the team. So he's not on that level. So if he's the best player, it shows that there are issues with the Chelsea team, which there are. Timo Werner hasn't lived up to expectations. Ziyech has not lived up to expectations. Havertz not lived up to expectations. Hudson-Odoi, indifference. So if you now say that this guy is your best player, your best performer, those are issues that has me worried going into this game. So if Chelsea going into this game reliant on Mason Mount against Atletico Madrid, Lord in heaven, this ain't Southampton. This ain't Burnley. This isn't Kingsbury. Okay? This isn't Winnish. This is the Champions League. Europe's elite. Arguably, the world's elite. Because whoever wins the Champions League wins the Club World Cup. Naturally. And this is Atletico de Madrid. Yes, Spanish in the US. Mason. This is the game. If ever there was one game. If ever there was one game for you to ball, this is it. Because bro, if you ball, I will take back everything I've ever said. Every single bit of slander, every abuse, every slanderous comment I've made, I'll take everything back. I'll put forth, I'll make a video dedicated to apologizing to you. Mount, this is what I care about. This is what I care about. Everything else is this. If you ball and you do something special against Atletico de Madrid, now I will hands up. Okay, if you can help Chelsea win, you can do something to either Chelsea to win or for them to get an away goal or for them to get a result, a performance that breathes life into this thing coming to the second leg, I'll fully apologize. So Mount, man. Here we are. I didn't expect to do this because for me, I was about to, okay, ZH, Birds, Tim Werner, and then Mount, you could just help complimentary ball. He's where we are. Tim Werner can hardly score. Havertz, we don't even know where the guy is. ZH, my Lord in heaven. We're here. We're here. We're here. We did. We did. Oh, we did. Oh, we did. We did. Oh, we did. I will not be able to be communicated on Tuesday. Just okay. Side notes. Nobody will be able to reach me on Tuesday. The first time you'll see me on Tuesday will be on Twitch. Actually, no, sorry, will be the lineup preview. That's the first time that you'll see me on. Also, the day you'll not be able to reach me. So, come that day, lineup preview. That's the first time you'll see me. So if you want to speak to me, you have till now until midnight Tuesday to speak to me. I'm fine. I'm trying to visualize the game and it's hard. Because this is a weird matchup. Like, I can visualize Real Atalanta, I can visualize Montreal Man City, but there's something about this matchup, specifically with Tuchel coming in. I think it's because of Tuchel coming in, it's just made this very difficult to visualize how this will go. Because as I said again, if we're looking about how the game is going, again, going back to even Chelsea now. Chelsea going to go with a 0. For me, and I think I've been talking to guys on Twitter about this, it's going to be a 4-3-1. Has to be a 4-3-1. Got to go in there with a bit of impetus in there. Because if it goes with this whole back three lineup as well, and that whole mindset of possession, I think what Chelsea wants to do, make Atletico have the ball and counter. Because that is where Timo Werner can now come in and can now use Timo Werner's speed. What Chelsea don't want is to have possession. Because I'm not sure that Chelsea, over 90 minutes, can break down this Atletico side. If you're finding it difficult to break down in Southampton and sides in the Premier League, you're going up against one of the most formidable defensive sides out there. Yeah, they might have leaked scores here and there, but they're a formidable team. They're a formidable team, and remember, Atletico are most likely to concede if they're aggressive with the possession, but if they give you the possession and they can now sit back and now counterpunch you, that's a different style that suits them, that suits Atletico. And from Atletico's point of view, they'll be like, you know what? They would be studying Chelsea and say, all right, let's give these guys the ball. And the key thing with Simeone will say, Lodi, you make those runs down that flank. You make those runs down that flank and make sure that your crosses are precise. And Simeone will say that we're going to get opportunities. We are going to get opportunities against our defense because you know that now these guys have not been fully tested. So with our movements, cleverness, cunning, combinations, we can create scenarios. And I think Simeone will say those chances have got to be taken away. And they've got to be put away. And even more so, they will say to themselves that they don't have a top keeper in goal as well. So a 1v1, he's going to be expecting Zhao to put away the opportunity, Cannibal to put away the free opportunity. So there is a very clear platform for Atletico to win. And I think from Atletico's point of view, this is their aim. Don't concede. Win, clean sheets. Whether it's 1-0, 2-0, Atletico won. A 2-1 win, Atletico won't lie like that. 2-1 win, 3-2 win, even 3-1, they won't like that. Atletico will be like, a perfect result is clean sheets. Get that done. For Chelsea, if Chelsea don't score an away goal, it puts a lot of pressure on the return leg. It puts massive pressure on the return leg. So I said 4-3-1. And this is my thing, man. Fuck. Because if Havertz is fit, do you play him in this game? Well, okay, you know what? Maybe you do 4-2-3-1. Kante, Kovacic, or Kovacic, Jorginho. No. You could have with Kante, Kovacic. You need especially if with Atletico, you need Kante as that interceptor. My lord, no way. If they go with Jorginho, Kovacic, Atletico are scoring at least two Gs. Fact. Jorginho is horrible defensively. Kovacic isn't that great. You need that defensive protection, 100%, because that defense is a bit tricky. So 4-3-1, suppose you put Mount in the number 10. Hudson-Odoi, one flank. And if Pulisic is available, he could roll with Homeboy. You know what? Nah. Back three. Okay, roll with it with the same thing. Same thing with the back three with the wing backs. But Chelsea just have to change their approach. Same formation, but the same approach. Same formation, sit back, and encourage Atletico to attack. So when Chelsea have the ball, you're hitting Marcos Alonso. You're hitting a Reece James or a Houghton or Odoi. You're hitting him on the flanks and you're trying to find Werner in space. That's the way. I think my issue was, because Chelsea play that back formation, they have to play that set with the position. No. There's such a thing as an attacking 4-4-2 and a defensive 4-4-2. There's such a thing as a attacking 3-4-3 and a balanced 3-4-3, or a defensive 3-4-3. Yeah. So formation is formation, but it depends on how you interpret that for formation. You see, it would be very interesting because look, I'm not saying that if Atletico have the ball, that they will not be able to say what's up. It's very easy that they'll be able to say what's up. Just I think Chelsea have a better chance of getting results if they give the ball to Atletico, which I don't think is a game they would prefer. They can still do it, but I think they prefer the counter-attacking game. But Atletico know how to attack. They know how to push the screw and really put up the pressure. So it's going to be interesting to see how Chelsea cope when Atletico really wants to attack and are now going for those goals, which is what they will, because they say, okay, this is our home game. Let's try and get those goals, build upon something for the second leg. I can't deal with Scotland. Well, yeah. I'm going to say 2-1 to Atletico. I think Chelsea will get an away goal, but Chelsea will lose this game. Chelsea will not win this game. And neither will they draw. Atletico will win. They will win. They'll hold on court and they'll win. Atletico win this too. But guys, this is it, man. This is it. No excuses, no do-overs, no turning backs, no previous saved points, no go to previous checkpoints. No, this isn't Skyrim. Okay, this isn't Red Dead Redemption 2. Okay, this is real life. Okay, Gonna make it happen. Gonna make it happen, guys. This is the Champions League. This is the big one. This is where it matters. This is where you make your name. This is where you make your legacies. All the greats, they ball here. So for Chelsea, I beg you, please. Coach! We'll see you Tuesday. Lineup preview. 7 p.m. GMT. 8 Twitch. Watch along. And depending on the results, it's going to be dependent on whether there's a post-match stream or not. Like the video and subscribe. Becoming Patreon member Gain access to my blog, get access to exclusive videos, and also get access to the podcast, to the Saturday and the Sunday hangouts. Head over to patreon.com/halfup to gain all these goodies while also supporting your boy HH.